This is Mr. Rooter Plumbing. We are at 618 West Brookside in Colorado Springs. Date and time are stamped on the screen. We're doing a video inspection of the sewer line. Currently we're at the end of the line out in the middle of the street looking into the city main. We'll go ahead and bring the camera backwards and see what the line looks like. So there's our tap, which is just the last connection, connecting onto the city line itself. You can see right here again, we're looking down into the city main, come back a little bit. Tap's intact, just a little bit offset, not terrible, but not in the best of condition. But it doesn't look like it's got any more roots in there. The cleaning was very successful. Doesn't look like the connection itself is going to cause any kind of obstruction or drainage problems. So we'll keep going. So right here, the picture gets a little blurry. We just dipped underneath the water level. So there's a short section of piping that is holding water, and that's just due to an offset joint. I'll go back in a little bit here. But you can see, there's the city main again. There's our tap. Bringing it back. There's an offset joint right there. That one's not that bad at all. Come back to this one, and it's offset a little bit more. Looks like there was a repair done in the past, because currently we're in PVC, and you can see our water level there. There's a decent picture. That is because the PVC piping that we're in right now, and that short repair that was made, is just a little bit lower on the downhill side than the next connection to the clay piping. So a slightly offset joint right there. Again, it's intact. Most likely it's not leaking or anything crazy. But it's a little bit offset, which is causing it to hold a little bit of water there, that's all. And looks like we've got a couple of small cracks on the left side there. Again, nothing major. They don't look like they're going to be big enough to be leaking based on the fact that it's right at a joint, but a couple cracks in there as well. Another small crack going around the circumference of the pipe right there, but again, being that it's right at the joint, most likely it's not leaking. It might be inside the bell on the receiver side of that other piece of pipe, meaning that most likely, although the line is cracked, it's not going to be leaking into the soil around it. But so far, the rest of the clay, after that the last spot that we commented on, so far the rest of the clay tile piping does not look that bad. And then right here is another transition between the older clay material and then back into more PVC. This one is aligned quite a bit better. And then it should be PVC all the way back up to and inside the house. So overall condition of the line, I would say all the PVC is in great condition. Clay tile piping, the last probably 8 joints or so are fairly rough. Few offset joints and flat spots and misalignments, but few cracks throughout the line as well, but the overall integrity of the piping is not that bad. There are other trenchless methods if they wanted a permanent solution, but like I said, the overall condition is really not that bad. We'll bring it back to the house and make sure everything else looks good and call it. So back out. There's one clean out, and there's the other one. So, like I said, overall condition of the line is pretty darn good. Could use a few improvements somewhere down the line. There are other trenchless options to do that, but the overall integrity of the piping is not that bad, and that should conclude our inspection.